students, welcome to La Excellence. Welcome to our NCERT Economy series. In this video, we are going to discuss 11th class chapter 2, that is on Indian economy from 1950 to 1990. In the earlier video, we have seen how was Indian economy in the pre-independent times. Now, we will see the first phase of independent Indian economy. In this particular chapter, we are going to learn about why we adopted the economic system that we have adopted. What is the economic system that we have adopted? That is mixed economic model. Why do we adopted this? Now, why we went out of this? Now, we are not following mixed economic model anymore. But why during that time we followed mixed economy is the one question that we are going to see. Then how planned economy, planned economy was implemented during that time. Why planning? First question. Then how plans performed during that time. The third thing that we are going to learn is about industrial development. Industrial development during 1950 to 1990 we are going to learn. The other thing that we are going to learn is how the economic system performed overall during this time. Here we are going to see the achievements of this period. Then we are going to see the criticisms of the economic policies during this particular time. Let's begin with the chapter. In the introduction of this chapter, there are different types of economic systems that are mentioned over here. Economic systems, that is philosophy of economy. What is the model of economy? Here we have three major types of economic models. Let us see what is the criteria to define a particular economic system. In this box, types of economic systems are mentioned. To describe a country's economy, we have three basic questions to ask here. First question is, what goods and services should be produced in the country? What goods? Then, how should the goods and services be produced? It means, should the producers use more human labor or more capital? These are fundamental questions. The third question is, how should the produced goods be distributed among the people? 1. How to produce? 2. How many goods are to be produced? In which way to produce? 3. How to distribute the produced goods and services? Here, there are majorly three types of economic models. The first economic model is capitalistic economic model, where the answer for these three questions are provided through the market forces. It means the production of goods and services. This is based on the market forces. Market forces are driven by demand and supply forces. If the demand for a particular good is high, or if the demand is there, then only that particular good is produced. That particular good or service is produced. Based on the demand only they are produced. For example, here in the second question, how should the goods produced? Either using more human capital or machines. That is second question. Here, if it is a capitalistic system, it decides whether to use human capital or to use the machines based on the profit. If the system produces more profits by using human capital, then capitalistic system moves towards it. Or if the system produces more profits by machines, then the capitalistic system moves towards machine-based industries. So that is this. And this third question is also answered by the market forces. It means whoever has the purchasing capacity, they get the goods or services. It's not based on the need, it is based on the purchasing capacity of the people. That is the first. The second economic model is socialistic economic model. In this particular thing, the three questions are answered differently. For the first question, that is, how the goods and services are produced. Who decides how many goods and services are to be produced? It is the government that decides what goods to be produced. For the second question, whether to use human capital or machines, who decides? That is, government decides it. 3. How to distribute them. How to distribute them, that is based on the need the goods are distributed. Now what are the examples for such system? Cuba, China earlier, they were fully controlled by the states' economies. Now every country moved towards capitalistic kind of economic system that we'll see in the later classes. But here, socialistic economic model. Now, after independence, India calculated the merits between both the capitalistic system and the socialistic system. Socialistic system is supported by many of the national leaders, but can we implement them? Can the government decides everything in the economy? Can it be possible? It is not, because India is a democratic country. Because of our nature of democracy, that is the political system, we cannot implement the complete social model or socialistic model of economy. So India and Indian leaders have decided that we'll go for mixed economic model, wherein we take the advantages of both the capitalistic system and the socialistic system. Capitalistic system, in this particular system, private investment can be gathered. So the private organizations or corporations can also be partners in the development. That is one of the merit. In the socialistic system, production of goods and services and their distribution is equitable because government decides it on the basis of welfareistic principle. So India went for mixed economic model. In this particular paragraph, that mixed economic goal is mentioned. Then what is the instrument, what is the way through which India wanted to achieve the development through the mixed economic model? For that, India went for planned economy. What is a planned economy?